So we're doing something a little bit different tonight. I have a testimony from a lady who's doing years in federal penitentiary. Her name is Amy, and she wanted her testimony to be read on the streets for you guys. She wanted you to hear her thoughts because she came to Jesus in jail. At first, she thought jail would be just terrible. But she said that she thanks God now because she actually came to Jesus in jail. So this is the testimony of the true testimony. She lived in Winnipeg, you guys. I've met her. This is a real person. And I'm going to share her testimony for you on Main Street tonight in Winnipeg, April the 4th, 2026. And it's my honor to share this. This is for God's glory. And, you know, she was gracious enough to share her testimony with us. And so here it goes. I was born into a cycle that was never meant for me to break. As a child growing up, I was caught between two worlds, the generational residential school trauma that was passed down and that negative street culture and being bullied. But the real war wasn't on the streets. It was the legacy of the residential schools that lived in my blood. For generations, my family was taught how to survive, but we were never taught how to heal. This is the story of how that cycle took my home, my children, and my freedom, and how I am finally learning to take my life back. June the 3rd, 2002 is the day the world stopped turning. That was the day my only brother went missing, later found murdered. A case that remains unsolved to this day. His death left a hole in my soul that no drug could fill and no gangsta strut could hide. From the 2014 floods that condemned our home, the moment I lost my children to CFS in 2016, I have been a person displaced, not just from my reserve, but from myself. Writing this from a federal facility, I am finally facing the ghosts that chased me here. Most people see a 6-year federal sentence as the end of the road. For me, it was the only place I could finally stop running. I spent years drug dealing and returning to the gangs, trying to outrun the pain of a condemned house, a lost family, and a murdered brother. I wore my gang ties and affiliations like armor, but underneath, I was just a mother grieving for her children and a daughter of a broken system. My healing journey didn't start in a sanctuary or ceremony. It started here, being incarcerated behind those provincial bars. Just me and my Bible 6 years ago. I never had a belief system before. I lost trust in my culture. I was angry at God. I had nothing to ground me, only that so-called negative lifestyle of drugs and gangs. The street mentality is all I knew. Today, I'm in a minimum federal facility. It wasn't easy getting here. It was hard. Going through the penitentiary system with all kinds of unpredictable situations. But I held on to my faith. I held on to the teachings and the promises from our God that is written in the Bible. I'm here and I'm working hard on myself. I now have my faith and I am reclaiming my identity as a strong Indigenous female. Amen. The truth, the streets won't tell you. We see the videos, the stacks of cash, and the loyalty talk every day. It looks like a fast track to respect. But there's a side to this culture that doesn't make it onto social media. It's the side where music stops, the brothers disappear, and the steel door slams shut. The reality of a federal sentence. Movies make jail look like a workout montage or a hangout session. Real life is different. When you're handed a federal bit, you aren't just losing your freedom, you're losing your identity. If you think you're tough, wait until you're sitting in a cell with zero outside support. No one picking up the phone, no letters, no visits. No money in your inmate account. Trying to survive without basic canteen items or a way to call home is a different kind of struggle. The weight of regret. Realizing you traded years of your life for a code or so-called brothers and homegirls that don't even remember your name 2 weeks after you're gone. The street life is a cycle of trauma. Before something bad happens, whether that's a permanent injury, a casket, or a life sentence, think about the wake you leave behind. It's your mother crying in a courtroom, your kids growing up without a father, and your community losing another soul to a system designed to keep you there. There is a way out. Stopping isn't folding. It's outsmarting the trap. It takes more heart to walk away and build something real than it does to follow a path that only leads to two places, the graveyard or the pen. Don't wait for a judge to tell you your life is over. Decide it's beginning today. You can change. There is hope.